Pollock picks up your coin. See ya.
Yeah.
Well, see ya.
Anybody listening, share out the stream. Anybody listening, share out the stream. Hit it.
So the other thing I also want to throw out with Ethereum, we just had the Pectra upgrade today, and what's really holding it back is you got like Solana and Base on these L2s, and it's the fees generation. Everybody's really concerned about it, but also with the Pectra upgrades leading into better upgrades to make it much faster. And the one point I want to say about Ethereum, I do agree with you, Johnny, that there's a lot more shit going on in other chains, and those chains are going to do phenomenal because there's so much upside. But the big thing I want to mention is the Ethereum TVL is insane right now, and I firmly believe that it's being designed to be hated on, to be discouraged, just so that the TradFi guys get in. So, big thing, guys, is, just keep an eye on Ethereum, because I feel like this is like a control narrative, because you see one thing, but the money says the other thing. That's what's crazy.
No, for sure. And don't get me wrong, we're all heavily invested on stuff on Ethereum. Like, don't get it wrong. But while we're waiting for whatever that is to play out, instead of just sitting around sulking like everyone else on Ethereum, we're choosing to kind of choose your own adventure here. We can either go and have fun doing some stuff over here while waiting for that.
Right.
You meet new people, you make some friends, you launch a coin on Zora Live, and then we get to have these kind of live streams where you guys bring in and Goo God brings in King, and then we get to dive into that. Well, that's fun. I see someone who's working his ass off. Always, like my feed has King stuff all the time on it, which is awesome. That's what you want to see. You talk about it on your show. We talk about it now on our show. So word's getting out there. Goo God showed up last stream to talk about it. I mean, when you see people putting in the work, that's the thing that's my biggest thing, is I don't want to be a part of something where at least the people that are either heavily invested or the founders are just sitting back and being like, oh, I'm just going to let this thing see how it plays out, because it never plays out well. And the people that are the loudest right now, the projects that are the loudest, the communities that are the loudest, in my opinion, in the past couple cycles, this is how it's usually played out. Those are the ones that are going to rip hard, because they already have their strong foundation. They've already been doing the marketing. So when the green candle chasers come, they'll be like, oh yeah, I heard about King because I saw it 50,000 times on my X feed. Let me go into it and buy 10x higher than I could have bought. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? And those are the projects that I get excited about. These low market cap, but like fervent believers, and a community that is willing to go to battle. And when you see all that, and you see the founder working his ass off, I can only imagine how many Telegram channels Goo's got. But I mean, it's all up in the House of Warlords, and you got some big time players talking about it in House of Warlords, Council of LP. It's all up in there. So I mean, it's exciting. I'm excited for it, for sure. Where did you call it, by the way? On this chart. Where did you call it, by the way? This is for people in the chat.
That right around that higher 80. Low. Right around there.
Yeah. It was around like 80K market cap, somewhere between 80 and 90.
Yeah, it's a 151 right now.
Yeah. So what happened there was Teddy had like a liquidity web, and I believe one of them's called Mooney, and then there's like Fract. I haven't really gotten to the liquidity web, and I don't want to do the mental gymnastics right now. But but he was really genius about it, because he LP'd, and then the volume started going through, and then once I saw that, then we started really, really pushing it hard. And so people got into King, and then those coins did well, and then that volume translated into the project, and then some of that volume used to burn the token, and then it's looking good. So sorry, that was a long explanation, but the main point is LP'd at the bottom, translated to the chart, and we got a community coming around. So it's good stuff.
My main point is that there was someone on this show calling something, and we said, pay attention. You don't have to put your life savings into it, but pay attention. Now you almost have to pay twice as what you could have paid. What, a week ago? Not even. A couple days ago. Just saying, this is how crypto works. The
Yes,
alpha is being delivered on a silver platter here, folks.
Literally on almost every stream, there is ridiculously actionable alpha that happens.
Actionable alpha. I like that.
I love it.
Ridiculously actionable alpha.
Speaking of alpha, does anybody got any altcoin plays that they're looking at? Anything that we never mentioned on this live stream? Curious. Any gems?
Well, before I just mentioned world's greatest Ethereum printer at the opening of the show. That's been interesting.
That was the other chart that I accidentally pulled up.
I think it's only 2 days old. It's at a 3 million market cap.
Yeah, that's the OG web chef, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, Chris, what's your thoughts on that whole ecosystem?
Yeah. So,
like, are you into it? Are you into it? Or are you kind of like, I don't know about this?
I got into it very early. That was one of my other calls, and it did like a 15x after I tweeted about it on Twitter, and then after that, the ecosystem had a couple runners and started going down. So I like the ecosystem. I think it's great, but the main issue is there's too many tokens. See what I'm saying?
There's a lot.
So like it's hard because what's that token where they choose the rewards? I think it's called Flex Rewards. So Flex was being used to choose the rewards payout, and then that would drive the next big one to go. That's why Beast went crazy. Remember went crazy, and then what happens is the way they do is they do the arbitrage, and I don't want to make this really complicated, but basically you have two LP pools and you have a bot that trades between them, and you have a second bot that offsets the price to generate volume. So that's how the rewards are generated. Now the issue is you gotta do an inflation on the token in order to keep that volume going. Otherwise, the volume would slowly like cap off. So what's basically happening is they're going from token to token, inflating it, and then the interest is lost. So I think the main point I'm trying to get across is if they could just pick like 3 tokens, preferably 1, but 3 tokens, focus in on those, dude, those things will go to crazy market caps. That's just
how many do they have now? If
What's
you were
up?
to guess. How many do they have now if you just had to guess?
Printers, I think they have like 8 or 9. The reflection tokens that are like rewards tokens, similar to King, but I say similar. They're rewards token, not reflection tokens. They have about like I think like 20 of those. So there's like world's greatest BpDAI printer, Dominance. They have something called a OG web chef. So
yeah, gas is one too, right?
Gas is a printer. That's not a rewards token.
Oh, okay.
So they have like 30 coins total.
Yeah, they got like 30 coins. And what I did, then this is the profit strategy for degens. I got into a coin, it does a 2x, I sell my initial out, and I keep a moon bag and just mess around with it. That's how I play the entire game with a lot of these coins. So I think the main point I'm trying to say is OG Web Chef is a brilliant dev. He has some really great ideas, but he needs to hone in on one thing. So
gotcha. Heard that. Yeah, it can get a little confusing when you see people talking about like this one, and then like a week later they're talking about this next new one, and then a week later they're talking about another new one, and then they're back to that previous one, and then I go and I pull up the chart of all of them, and it's like, oh, this one that I heard people talking about is down 38%, but this one is up 24%, and then it'll like kind of flip flop. So it almost looks like kind of like how Titan X ecosystem, when a new coin comes out, like some things are going to nuke, and then that one thing will go up, and then that thing nukes, and then another thing will go up. It kind of seems like it's the same idea there. It's just people are just rotating from one to the other, to the other, to the other. And I'm not good at that game. I'll be honest. That's not my strength. My strength isn't trying to figure out, okay, which one's going to be the next new one. Or, you know, which one's. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Well, I just prefer buy and hold. I'm old school, bro. I'm so boring.
Yeah, that's the thing, because You know, I will say this: when I tweet out on the verse, a lot of the stuff I do is a lot of short term and just see how the project plays out. And then if it's long term, I always specify like this is my long term play. And so this is definitely a big traders market, but holders will win in the end. You're 100% correct. Actually, guys, I want to make a call. I got another call. I think you guys will like this, all right? And this was something I told Guga about. He dropped it in the chat, but gaming altcoins. I love games. Most of your kids probably play games. You probably don't really understand what they are, but long story short, gaming altcoins are going to be huge. And my number one pick for a gaming altcoin that will go to billions, not multi-millions, billions. It's going to be Heroes of Mavia. The ticker is MAVAIA.
Take out that H.
Yeah, M-A.
Amia. I like that.
M-A, say it again.
MAVIA.
You gotta get rid of that H.
You got rid of that H.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So there you go. So this one I put in my call channel. I think it was a $5 million market cap. I gotta go back, but it was way back there in a dip. So basically, Heroes of Mavia, it's just a phone game. It's another token. When it launched, it was a multi-million-dollar market cap, and then dilution set in a little bit. And now that the dilution was capped off, they're starting to launch new products behind this token. And so, in my opinion, with it sitting at $10 million market cap, I think this can easily go to $3 billion, $10 billion. Last gaming run, we saw $80 million market caps. So I think this could be anywhere from a 50x to a 500x gem. And so I want to make that call right now because there will be a gaming, what's the word I'm looking for? A gaming narrative that'll come up in altcoin season. And this is one of my biggest bets.
Okay. All right.
It's on base.
I like it.
Yes, sir. On base.
Okay.
Love it.
Is that the main pairs on trading on Aerodrome?
Yeah, Aerodrome. And so Crash Clay, the big meme coin guy, he recently called this a month after I called it. You got it. So yeah, guys. So like I said, great play. If you guys want a gaming altcoin, this is one I would definitely get in. This is probably one of my few gaming altcoins. I got two others, but I think this one's going to be a good one. I think this is one that a lot of people are going to make money off of. Not financial advice.
Like I just saved that into my little favorites under plays.
Yes, sir.
All right. Appreciate that, sir. We're going to get back to that. We're all like
Appreciate
head down.
you, Good God. Appreciate you, Good God.
All right, we got about 10 minutes here, so let's start our little wind down and our final thoughts. Mr. Johnny Papa Vegas, you were kind of gone a little bit today.
Nice.
You got anything you want to talk about you didn't get to?
Yeah, let's talk about dogs breaking into rooms.
And that rack in the back.
No, bro, that was my 2-year-old, dude. She wouldn't go to sleep.
No.
Yeah, she kept coming in the room. Yeah, dude, she's. No, I'll keep it short, simple, and sweet. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Listen, please pay attention. Take some notes. Rewatch these if you're trying to figure out what's the ticker. But if you'd like easier access to all of us, please join the Council of LP or the House of Warlords. And you guys, we're open. We talk to everybody. We don't insist upon ourselves. So please come in and ask away. Like, what was that ticker that, the verse was talking about on your stream or whatever? We'll let you know. And then if you have any questions about LPing or how to play it or blah, 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 you have access to all of us. So please, I invite you to use it, get plugged in, and enjoy the ride.
Love it. Appreciate you, sir. Ted, Bucky, how you doing?
Bucky, hey man.
Bucky, bro.
Been a crazy week, so I'm kind of out of it. I'll have a smoother week next week, but wanted to jump in, wanted to see the video, loved it. Still haven't seen any ice cream, but Guys, keep it up. Keep rocking. And Chris, thanks for the deep thoughts. And I'll be mindful of next year. But looking forward to the next stream, guys. Peace.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you. Stay safe on the road during the travel, sir.
Yeah, lots of it.
Yeah, I know you're doing a lot of it. So I am thinking about you because I used to spend a lot of time on the road myself. And after a while, so stay safe.
Yeah, I got to call. I got to call the Hilton tonight and complain. I had ants in my room last night, like mad ants. And
free room, baby. Let's fucking go.
Free room, shit. I'm hoping for like 10,000 points. It was weird. Not a speck before I went to bed. Got up this morning. I clicked on the light. I turned on the TV. Got Bloomberg on the TV. Turned on the light, and there were fucking ants everywhere. And they were in my bed. It was like, dude, I went to the desk. I said, yeah, the ants in my room. And she's like, I'm really sorry to hear that. How was your stay? What? I'm going to call Hilton today. Give him some shit.
You should, man.
Interesting. All right. Well, have a better week next week. And I hope you don't run into that at all anymore.
Oh, me too.
Chris.
Yes, sir. Hey, another great live stream, Live Alpha, guys. Please follow my boy TEDx, the 3LP Rat, my boy Johnny, the 9LP Pig, my boy Nathan, the 3LP Dog, and my boy Mo, the 8 Life Path Monkey. Like I said, guys, it's going to be a great bull market. Check out BpDAI. Check out Dragon Fart Dust. Since it's on the back burner, that might be the play right now because it's going to come back when Eve comes back. A little hint, nudge type of deal. And then also check out King because I think that's going to be one of the biggest screamers on Pulse Chain. And if you're crazy like me, you like meme coins, you like fast money, you're slightly autistic, check me out at the Verse 369.
Whoop, whoop. That checks all the boxes.
Yes, sir.
Indeed.
Perfect. That was perfect.
Chris, we got to get into birth charts and rising signs.
Yeah, man. We'll do star patterns after this.
So hey, I've been thinking a lot about today about just the position that we're in right now with BpDAI on within the Zora ecosystem, and it's just interesting because I think what people are going to really start understanding with Zora is it's your social capital, right? It's do you have, if you really believe in something that you're creating, right, you have the ability to tokenize it. And though money isn't the way to like value everything, at least you have a way to put a monetary value to your time, your effort, your leadership skills and ability to lead a community and really try to build something, right? So we get really, me, Johnny, and Mo, we get really fired up about that. And when we saw the response to BpDAI, it's awesome because it's just a ton of fun, while at the same time running something in a very like business-like manner with people that that really believe in it as well. And even if they don't believe in it, they understand what can potentially happen. And that's who we're looking to amass here. But when you're talking about Zora, no idea where that's going to go. But we are consistently staying in that top 15, top 10 by market cap and trending. And you're watching the top today all the time on Zora. It's really nice how they do set it up because you can see the top trending tokens today. It's really cool to look at that. And you can see a trend on a lot of them where it's like, how is something getting 40K in volume and it's at a 3K market cap? And then you look at the chart, you're like, oh, this thing just went boop, boop. So a lot of these tokens are doing the pump fun, but we're going to continue to stand out amongst them as this kind of steady force of adoption, growth, and people that just want to come in and have fun. And then when things start to run, like look out, cookout, because we're connected back to Dragon Fart Dust. You guys know what we want to do with that thing. So let's keep having fun. That's what I'm all about.
It's fucking perfect.
Damn. That's
nothing else.
Brother.
I have nothing to add to that. That was perfect on all of you gentlemen's parts. I appreciate you much for coming in here. I'm going to play the video one more time, and then we'll do the exit video.
Knock, knock, who's there? It's the most Nathan and Papa Vegas. BpDAI is based in your face, bitch. Yeah. BpDAI Dora. BpDAI Dora. BpDAI Dora.
In your face, bitch.
In your face, bitch.
That's my
Young
favorite.
Stunner, you killed it. I love it. We have one of those moments at every stream. Nathan, do you want to do a fart it to the moon for us? Maybe we haven't heard that in a while.
Oh man, fart it to the moon. Oh, I gave some
Amazing.
vibrato
Amazing.
with that one.
I'm getting
That's worth
American
a buy
Idol
later.
vibes. American Idol,
That's
baby.
worth a
American
buy.
Idol
Let's
vibes.
go.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I hope you had a
Hey,
good
Perry's
time.
gonna like
Thank
you.
for coming. All right. Have a great day. We'll see you again maybe on Friday. We'll see. You guys are all animals. If you keep choosing violence, we'll be here every day.
We'll be back.
Have a great day.
I'm rude, I've been need, I've been died, I've been need.